Imagine a world where the cosmos was ruled by gods and myths, where the sun was a chariot driven by Helios, and eclipses were ominous signs from the divine. Into this world stepped Anaxagoras, a thinker who dared to challenge the gods themselves with reason and observation. Born around 500 BCE in Clazomenae, a city on the coast of Ionia, Anaxagoras would become one of the first philosophers to bring scientific inquiry and rational thought to the heart of Athens, forever changing the way humanity understood the universe. Anaxagoras was born into an aristocratic family but chose to abandon his inheritance to pursue philosophy. His early education was steeped in the Ionian tradition of natural philosophy, which sought to explain the world through observation and reason rather than myth. This tradition was pioneered by thinkers like Thales and Heraclitus, but Anaxagoras took it further. Around 480 BCE, he moved to Athens, bringing with him the Ionian spirit of inquiry. There, he became a central figure in the intellectual life of the city, closely associated with Pericles, the influential statesman. Anaxagoras' ideas captivated many but also provoked suspicion. His bold claims, such as the sun being a fiery mass larger than the Peloponnese, challenged deeply held religious beliefs. This tension culminated in his trial for impiety around 437 BCE. Accused of denying the divinity of the sun and moon, Anaxagoras was forced into exile. He spent his final years in Lampsacus, where he continued his philosophical work until his death around 428 BCE. Despite exile, his ideas endured, influencing generations to come. At the heart of Anaxagoras' philosophy lies the concept of nous, mind or intellect. Unlike earlier thinkers who explained the cosmos through material substances alone, Anaxagoras introduced nous as a non-material, intelligent force that set the universe in motion and organized its chaos. He proposed that the cosmos began as a chaotic mixture of all things, and it was nous that initiated the cosmic rotation, separating and arranging matter into the ordered universe we observe. This was a radical departure from the mythological worldview, suggesting that intelligence, not divine whim, governed the cosmos. Nous was pure, infinite, and independent, the first cause of all motion. This idea planted the seeds for later philosophical explorations of mind and reason, influencing thinkers like Plato and Aristotle. Anaxagoras' nous was not just a metaphysical concept, but a scientific principle explaining natural order. Anaxagoras' theory of matter was as innovative as his concept of nous. Rejecting the idea of a single fundamental substance, he argued that everything contains a portion of everything else. A theory often summarized as, well, everything is in everything. He believed that no substance could come from nothing or be completely destroyed. Instead, all changes in the natural world were the result of mixing and separating these infinite seeds, or spermata. For example, when bread nourishes the body, it does so because it contains the seeds of flesh, blood, and bone. This idea anticipated later atomistic theories and introduced the notion of infinite divisibility in matter. It was a profound step toward understanding the complexity and interconnectedness of the natural world. Anaxagoras was not just a philosopher, but, really a pioneering scientist. He was actually the first to correctly explain eclipses. Solar eclipses occur when the moon blocks the sun's light, and lunar eclipses happen when the Earth's shadow falls on the moon. This explanation was, revolutionary, replacing mythological interpretations with empirical observation. He described the sun as a fiery mass larger than the Peloponnese and argued that the moon does not emit its own light, but reflects the sun's. These ideas, of course, challenged the divine status traditionally attributed to celestial bodies. Anaxagoras also explained meteorological phenomena like rain, wind, lightning, and thunder through natural processes. Rain, he said, was condensation of water vapor. Lightning and thunder resulted from cloud collisions. These explanations removed the need for gods as causes of natural events, emphasizing instead physical causes. His scientific approach was groundbreaking, but honestly quite controversial, leading to accusations of impiety and his exile. Yet his work laid the foundation for the scientific method. observation, hypothesis, and rational explanation. Anaxagoras wrote a single book, now lost except for fragments quoted by later philosophers. These fragments survive mainly through the works of Aristotle, Plato, and later commentators like Simplicius. His ideas were debated and critiqued, but their influence was undeniable. Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle all engaged with Anaxagoras' thought, either building upon or challenging his concepts. His exile and the political climate of Athens limited his direct influence during his lifetime, but his intellectual legacy endured through these later figures. Anaxagoras' legacy is vast. He introduced philosophy to Athens, setting the stage for its golden age. His concept of nous influenced Plato's theory of forms and Aristotle's metaphysics, even as they critiqued and refined his ideas. Plato saw nous as a cosmic craftsman, while Aristotle developed the idea of causes, including the efficient and final causes, building on Anaxagoras' insights. His naturalistic explanations of celestial and meteorological phenomena paved the way for scientific inquiry. Though controversial in his time, Anaxagoras' insistence on reason and observation over myth marked a turning point in Western thought. He bridged the gap between early materialist philosophers and later idealists, laying the groundwork for both philosophy and science. Though Anaxagoras lived over 2 millennia ago, his ideas continue to resonate in modern philosophy and science. His insistence on rational inquiry and natural explanations laid early groundwork for the scientific method, inspiring generations of thinkers to seek knowledge through observation and reason rather than tradition or superstition. In contemporary philosophy, the concept of nous echoes in discussions about consciousness, intelligence, and the nature of mind. Scientists and philosophers alike recognize Anaxagoras as a pioneer who bridged myth and science, helping humanity take its first steps toward understanding the universe as a coherent, ordered system governed by laws rather than capricious gods. His courage to challenge prevailing beliefs, even at great personal costs, serves as a timeless example of intellectual bravery. In an age where questioning and critical thinking remain vital, Anaxagoras' legacy reminds us that progress often requires us to look beyond accepted truths and embrace the unknown with curiosity and rigor. As we continue to explore the cosmos and the mysteries of life, the spirit of Anaxagoras lives on, the mind that moved the cosmos, urging us ever forward in the quest for understanding. Anaxagoras was really a visionary who dared to look beyond the gods and myths to the workings of nature itself. His life was marked by bold ideas, controversy, and exile, but his intellectual courage changed the course of human understanding. By introducing nous as the cosmic mind and explaining natural phenomena through reason, Anaxagoras set humanity on a path towards science and philosophy as we know them today. His legacy reminds us that the quest for knowledge often challenges the status quo, but ultimately expands the horizons of human thought. In embracing reason over superstition, Anaxagoras not only transformed ancient Greek thought, but also laid the foundation for the scientific spirit that continues to drive discovery and innovation in the modern world. His story is a testament to the enduring power of curiosity and the human mind's relentless pursuit of truth.